Hello everyone, in this segment we are going to see SQL where we are going to do some substring comparison. So far all the SQL we saw, we have written some condition. We have condition using some comparison operator where the comparison looks like comparison using the equal symbol, greater than, less than. Alright, using all those comparison operator. So in this segment, we will see one comparison operator which is going to do the substring matching. So this comparison operator actually it use a keyword like. All right. So the like comparison operator is used to compare partial string. Okay. So there are two reserved character, the asterisk symbol and the asterisk symbol and this symbol they are actually same. All right, in different databases in different databases asterisk symbol we may use asterisk symbol or we may use the percentage symbol. Okay, and there is another reserved keyword underscore. Okay, underscore. So the asterisk symbol is going to replace any arbitrary number of character and the underscore is going to replace a single arbitrary character. All right. So let's see one example. In this query, we are going to retrieve all employees whose address is in Houston, Texas. All right. Now, if you remember, we had the employee table. So in employee table, we had an attribute with address. Okay. Now, the value of the address could be some with a street number, say 1 to 5, something street. Okay, then the name of the city, and then the name of the state. Okay, so the address value looks like this. Now we want to find all the employees whose address is in Houston, Texas. Okay, so it doesn't we do not need the exact match with that address value. We are going to match if the address has Houston, Texas. Okay, so if the address has a substring with Houston, Texas, that means that employee lives in Houston. Okay, so here in this query we are not going to do the exact matching with the string. All right, exact matching, we are going to do the substring matching. So for that substring matching we are going to use the comparison operator like. For example, in this query we are going to write the select attribute name from employee where address, okay, that's the attribute name that we are going to do the that's the attribute name where we are going to do the substring matching. Okay, and here how we are going to do the matching, that's like we are going to give as an input, we are going to give a pattern. Okay, so as we said, the asterisk symbol is going to do the arbitrary, asterisk symbol is going to do replace an arbitrary number of character. Okay, so how this will work, it is going to find where address like. Okay, I can have any arbitrary number of character here, and then I should have Houston, Texas, and also after the Texas I can have arbitrary number of character. Okay, so this asterisk is going to do the matching with this asterisk symbol is going to replace with any arbitrary number of character, and after the Texas it is going to replace with any arbitrary number of character. Okay, but in that string I have to have Houston, Texas, and before that I can have any number of character, and after that I can have any number of character. All right, so it's like a pattern. All right, in that pattern I have to have Houston, Texas, and before and after I can have any number of character. If we find an address like this, okay, so then for that row this is going to find the employee. Okay, so here you can see the condition, we are using a substring matching using like operator. Okay, using a like operator that will do the substring matching. Okay, And in the SQL, these are the two characters we are going to use for the substring matching, the asterisk symbol, okay, and another is the underscore symbol. So the asterisk symbol is going to replace with any arbitrary number of character, but the asterisk symbol, but the underscore symbol is going to replace only with a single arbitrary character. So now we are going to see an example where we can do the substring matching with an underscore symbol. So in this query, we are going to retrieve all employee where they born during 1950. So let's see, we have the employee table, and employee table has an attribute bdate. Okay, and bdate has a format like y, year, month, 2-digit for month and 2-digit for day. Okay, so the birthday, if the birthday look like 1950, say any month, 12, any day 12. Okay, so here the query is asking retrieve all employees who were born during 1950s. So all we are going to look for, if the year is 1950. Actually it's not going to be exactly 1950, it is asking for where born during the 1950s. 1950s means it can be any time where from 1950 to 1959. Okay, so the year could be 1950 to 1959. Okay, now we don't care what is the month and what is the day. Okay, all we are going to look whether the year is year can be 1950 to 1959. Okay, all right. So what actually we are going to do, the condition is going to look like, we're going to use the attribute bdate like, and then we're going to give a pattern. Okay, and how the pattern is going to look like, it can be, so now we're going to use a underscore symbol. Each underscore symbol is going to replace with a single arbitrary number of character. Okay, so here what we can write as a pattern like that. So if a pattern is like that, that means this underscore will replace with a one arbitrary number of character, this one another arbitrary number of character, the third digit have to be 5. Okay, then there will be another character. All right, so here this pattern is saying that in this format of bdate, the third digit is going to be 5. If the third digit is 5, that means his birthday is somewhere between 1950 to 1959. Now we don't care what is the month value or what is the date value. Okay, so we have here actually 2 underscore, because this 2 underscore is going to be before 5 there is going to be exactly 2 character, and after 5 there is going to be exactly, okay, if the format is like that, there is going to be exactly 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 character. Okay, so that's how we are going to give exactly 7 underscore. So let's see what happens if we write like that, bdate like asterisk 5 asterisk. Okay, so if the pattern is like that, that is going to find a match wherever we have a 5 in our birth date. Okay, for example, if the birthday looks like that 1990, okay, 05 05. Okay, so if our birth date has anywhere we have the value 5, that will find a match with that value. Okay, but this pattern is saying that in our birthday exactly the third character will be 5. Okay, before 5 we will have 2 single character. Okay, and after 5 we will have 7 single character. Okay, we are giving an explicit pattern where the third character will be 5, and before that we'll have 2 character, and after that we'll have 7 character. Okay, All right. So we can also apply some arithmetic in SQL queries. For example, here we have an example. We want to show the effect of giving all employees who work on the product X project 10% raise. Okay. So we just want to see how this is going to, how this will look like if we give the employees 10% raise. So we can actually select the attribute like that, f name, l name, and the another attribute with an arithmetic operator, okay, with an attribute value. So 1.1 times salary from employee works on project where the condition, okay, so that will give us the value of the salary, if they gets 10% raise. Okay, remember that is not going to update the salary, that will just show us the value if we give them 10% raise. Okay, any kind of select attribute, any kind of select statement is not going to do any changes in the original database. So the select statements are used only to fetch record. Okay, the purpose is to read the database. Okay, so the select statement is not going to do any kind of modification in the database. All right, we are going to know another clause we can implement in our SQL database. So what if we want to sort the tuples in the query based on some attribute? Okay, now we may want to sort the tuples based on an attribute. Say for example, I want to see the list of employees sorted by their salary, or sorted by their first name, or sorted by their last name. Okay, so in that case we can use a clause known as order by. For example, here this query is saying retrieve a list of employees and the project each works in ordered by employees department, and within each department ordered alphabetically by employees last name. So using order by is actually simple. We are going to use the clause order by, okay, and then the attribute name by which we want to order the tuples. Okay, so by default this is going to do the this is going to sort the tuples in ascending order. Okay, but if we want to order them in descending order, we are going to explicitly say that the way we want to order, for example descending. But if we do not say anything, by default this is going to be ordered by ascending order. So if we write order by L name, then nothing, that means this is going to order all the tuples ordered by their last name. Okay, now we can have also more than one attribute, okay, for order by clause. So in that case this is going to order the tuple first based on the department name. All right, then within each department, okay, within each department they can order the tuples based on their last name. Okay, say for example we have say it's D name. Let's see, we have two department, say research and product. Okay, so if we do the order based on first D name, then all the tuple with product will come first. Okay, then all the tuple with research will come later. Okay, and then within each department we can actually again order them based on last name. Okay, so that's how, if we have more than one attribute in the order by, that's how it is going to work. So first it will order based on the first attribute, then within that order it is going to order them based on the other attributes, say second attribute, then third attribute, like that. So within each department it can order all the tuples based on the L name. Okay, all right. So as we said, if we do not say anything, by default this is going to order in ascending order. But if we want to order them in descending order, we have to explicitly say that order by, then order attribute, then the order in which order we want to order, in which order we want to sort them. okay, descending. All right, so we can specify the keyword descending if we want the descending order. By default, this is going to be ascending order. Okay, so that's actually our all of the clauses for select statement. Okay, so select from, they are mandatory because we have to tell them which attribute we want to select. Okay, if we want to select all the attributes, then we use asterisk symbol, that means select all the attributes from the list of tables. Okay, then from, we have to give the list of tables. Okay, so these two clause, they are mandatory clauses. Okay, they are mandatory clauses. If we are going to write a select statements, these two clauses are the mandatory clauses. Then where condition is optional, if we have a condition, we are going to give a condition, and if we want to sort them based on attribute, we are going to order them by attribute list. Okay,